to be take care about in working with the Excel part. The very first understanding, if I'm taking with Selenium or if I'm taking with this particular Selenium WebDriver, what is the use of the WebDriver? Use of the WebDriver. So develop automation script. If I'm taking with WebDriver, which has been used to develop automation script, in the same way, we need to be taking care about in utilizing that particular required predefined methods while working this particular aspect of Selenium automation. While working this particular aspect of Selenium automation, we need to be take care about that particular aspect of predefined method. By taking with the help of that particular predefined method, we need to be take care about in performing all that particular required activities here. So now we need to be taking care about in utilizing with this particular aspect to Excel. We need to be take care about in utilizing this particular aspect to Excel. We need to be understood in performing the read activity and taking care about write activity. While working this particular aspect to Excel, we need to be take care about the read activity and considering the write activity. Now we need to be understand following with the step. Further, our very first understanding, a Selenium part is totally different and Excel is totally different. There is no way of connectivity. Your Selenium has been totally different. At the same time, that particular Excel has been totally different. There is no way of connectivity of these things here. So in that, previously we got understand in working with the Selenium. In the same way, we need to be take care about in working with this particular aspect of Excel. So while working this particular aspect of Excel, we need to be understand in performing the read activity and taking with write activity. So in that, we are taking care about utilizing the predefined methods only. That particular predefined methods we need to be take care about with the respective of Java. So with the respective of Java, we need to be take care about that particular respective predefined methods. Now you can see that if I'm taking with this particular one, we need to be utilizing that particular respective method. Send that the one we will be taking with getCell. What is the functionality of getCell? Functionality of getCell to identify particular cell. So if I'm taking with this particular getCell, which has been taking care about in identifying particular cell, which it has been taking care about in identifying that particular respective cell. So now we need to take care about getCell. Along with that, we need to take care about using with the method name that we will be taking with getContents. Functionality of getContents, retrieve data from particular cell. So we need to be recognizing with the cell. So that particular cell need to be take care about in retrieving the data. So once we got retrieve with the data, we need to take care about in assigning to that particular respective variable, and then taking care about in printing that particular respective variable. So further, we need to utilizing these method. For these particular methods, we need to take care about that particular respective class. I mean, according to our understanding, we need to take care about using with the method. What is the use of the method? To perform action. So that particular method available in class. That particular class available in, what is it? Package. That particular package available in taking with jar file. So in that way, we need to take care about in utilizing. So in that, we need to take care about in having with that particular method. So we need to take care about in utilizing that particular method. So that particular method, we need to take care about using with the class name that we will be taking with sheet. For that particular class name, we need to take care about one more particular class name that we will be taking with workbook. So for that particular workbook, we need to take care about one more class name that we will be taking with file input stream. So if I'm taking with this particular step, we need to take care about considering the file. From the file, we need to take care about that particular file. From the file, we need to take with workbook. From the workbook, we need to take with sheet. From the sheet, we need to take with get cell. From the get cell, we need to take with get content. So from that, we are retrieving it. We got assigning to the respective variable and need to get print that particular variable. This is what we need to take care about in followed with all that particular hierarchy with the respective of taking with JXL. I mean, while working with this particular Excel, while working this particular respective Excel, we got in a two options here. Since the one will be taking with considering the JXL. Another one it will be taking with PY. So one will be taking with JXL and another one it will be taking with POI. If I'm taking with JXL, if I'm taking with that particular JXL, we need to take care about in working with the extension. What is that extension? Dot XLS. Need to work with that particular extension considering the dot XLS, and then need to take care about in having with dot XLSX. So one will be taking with POI and one will be taking with JXL. So according to that particular requirement, we need to take care about in utilizing it. Since that, if I'm taking with this particular dot XLS, we can consider that older version, and POI considering the latest version, higher version. We need to taking care about which need to take care about in having with this particular step. So first we'll get understand that how exactly we can take care about in having that particular respective JXL. After that, we'll take care about in working with that particular respective POI. So let's take care about in writing that particular respective program. This is what the one Excel part need to be created manually. So that particular Excel, it's need to be get created manual. The data can be anything. So that particular data can be anything here. So need to be get taking care about in having with the Excel, we need to be get perform that particular read activity. So to get take care about that particular read activity, previously we need to be get take care about in working with that particular Selenium program. Continued with the same, just we need to take care about in using with the jar file. What is a jar file? Jar file. Yeah. Related to JXL, what is a jar file? Yeah. So while working this particular respective JXL, we need to be get take care about in downloading and working with that particular jar file of JXL. So by default, you can't take care about writing that particular program. You need to be get taking care about in utilizing that particular jar file. You need to be get taking care about in downloading. You need to take care about in downloading that particular respective jar file here. So we need to be get add with the jar file. Adding with the jar file is a common activity. So adding with the jar file is a common activity. Need to be get take care about and followed with that particular respective same step. That is a just one particular individual jar file here. You need to take care about build path and taking with that particular configure build path and then taking care about library stuff and need to be get taking with so need to be get take care about that particular class path. So for that particular class path, need to be get click on add external jar and taking care about that particular jar file. What is a jar file? JXL. That is a just one individual jar file. JXL is a just one particular individual jar file need to be get take care about in downloading and then adding to the project. Then we need to take care about in continued that particular respective step. We need to take care about in continued that particular respective step that we will be taking with considering the taking with class. So we need to be get taking care about in related to Excel. First, we'll understand that. First, we'll understand that writing with the program in performing read activity from one particular row. First, we'll understand that how we can take care about in doing the activity of reading with the data from one particular row. Once we got read with the data from one particular row, then we can take care about reading the data from all the rows here. So the one it will be taking with reading the data from one particular row and reading the data from all the rows. How exactly we can do that? Let's see that. First we'll take care about in reading data from one particular row. Okay, let's see that. Further, we need to be taking care about in having that particular respective main method that it will take care about in writing with main method. Now, you need to be get continued with the step related to Excel. We are not worried about, we are not worried about anything related to Selenium. Related to the Selenium, we are not worried about at all, taking care about all that particular code related to Excel. Further, we need to take care about writing with the statement, considering the file input stream. We need to take care about in writing the statement, considering the file input stream, taking with file equal to new file input stream. See the understanding. We need to be get take care about the file input stream and taking with file input stream. We need to take care about in providing that particular path of Excel. We need to be get taking care about in providing the path about in providing that particular path of Excel, including file name. Exactly that particular file name and extension is there. What exactly that particular file name and extension we need to take care about in providing that particular path of Excel. Giving an error. What is it? What is it? Need to be get import package. That will be common activity for everything. We need to be get import that particular package, but still giving an error. Why it is giving error? We done only one class, right? See that particular error. What is it? Unhandled exception. So here we need to take care about, in writing throws exception. The reason, if I'm taking with this particular one, what is this particular class name? File input stream. So we need to be take care about that particular respective class name, considering the file input stream. We are expecting read activity from the file of this particular path. You need to be provide that particular respective path. You need to take care about in providing that particular respective path. When program executed, it will take care about in referring that path. In case of Excel file available, Excel file recognized, it will read the data. In case of in that particular path, Excel file is not available. In that particular path, Excel file is not available. What need to be done? That is what we mentioned. Throw exception. In that particular path is not correct. Excel file is not available. it can take care about in throwing that particular exception. Okay. So that we will consider file input stream. From the file, what you will be doing? Workbook. From the file, you will be taking with workbook, considering that particular book, that particular workbook, considering the workbook dot get workbook from the file. From the file, we need to take with workbook. Now, if I'm taking with workbook, the general meaning of workbook, group of sheets. So from that particular workbook, we need to take particular sheet. From that particular workbook, we need to take particular sheet. That we will be taking with sheet. St equal to taking with workbook. From the workbook, taking care about, which we will be taking with, sorry. So from that particular workbook, we need to take care about get sheet. So first we are taking with file. From the file, workbook. From the workbook, sheet. In case, if you are aware of that, what is the name of the sheet? It can take care about in providing name of that particular sheet. If you are aware of that, what is the name of the sheet? It can take care about in providing name of that particular sheet. If you are not aware of what is the name of the sheet, it can take care about index. Index will start from 0. As we mentioned that 0, what it will consider? It will consider that first sheet. As we mentioned that 0, it will be considering that first sheet. So that will be taking with, mention that get sheet and providing that particular index. Now, from this particular sheet, at a time, we are taking care about reading the data from one particular row. First, we are taking care about reading the data from one particular row. After that, we'll take care about in reading the data from all the rows here. So first we'll understand that how we can read the data from one particular row, and then we'll take care about reading the data from all the rows. Okay. Let's see that for the particular one, which you will be taking with mentioning the employee ID equal to taking with sheet dot, you will be taking with get cell. Functionality of get cell to identify particular cell. To get identify particular cell. To get identify particular cell, you will be taking with get cell. Okay. First we are taking with column and taking with row, and then dot. What is the method name? Get content. So which you will be taking with that particular method name, that you will be taking with considering that the one is get cell and taking with mentioning that get content. So once you got taking care about in retrieving, you need to take care about in assigning to that particular respective variable. We are identifying the cell, retrieving the data, assigning to the variable and printing that variable. This is we got employee ID. Is that we got only employee ID? Now, what are other things? Employee name, email, number. So we need to take care about, you need to take care about in taking with name and then email and then number. So we need to take care about that particular name and taking with email and considering that number. So for that, you will be taking care about that particular one. So that you will be taking with name, email, number. See that if I'm taking with this particular one, mentioning that that is name. So which you will be taking with name and considering that, mentioning that email and then considering that number. Okay. So now you can see that it has to take care about retrieving. It's need to take care about retrieving the data and need to be get printed. While getting it, it's need to be print employee ID. After that, name, after that email, after that number. So these data need to be get printed. Just an example, I'll be taking with that particular pipe symbol to make some differentiate. To make some differentiate, it's not like mandatory. It's not like mandatory that need to be get added so that you are already knowing about it. So if I'm taking with that particular plus symbol, not like combining, what it will do? Concatenation. So it will be taking care about in doing that particular respective concatenation. So here, by that, we need to be take care about, we need to be taking care about in doing that particular respective concatenation. So in this way, we need to take care about in printing that particular respective output. So first, we are recognizing that particular Excel. From the Excel, taking care about in doing read activity. Okay. So let me execute the program up to this particular step. You can just see that what exactly the output it will print. Okay. So now we can see that how exactly it is providing that particular output. It's need to be read the data. What is output? Why only 102? No. Why it is printing only 102? Index. What are the changes need to be done here? We are reading the data from one particular row that I'm taking the second row. This is like 0, this is 1, this is like 2. So when I'm taking that particular execution along with that particular employee ID, need to print employee name and then email and number. So why it is not printing that? Why it is taking with only 102? Why, yeah? What is it? If I'm taking with the get cell, say mention that particular column 0 only. So it should be next column taking with 1. And this is 2 and taking with 3. Now we can see that. Now we can see here if I'm taking with this particular execution. If I'm taking with this particular execution, printing all the detail, that 102, that particular employee of 102 taking care about in printing all the details. So this particular one taking care about 102 in printing all the details here. Okay. Now, this is we need to take care about in reading the data from one particular row. This is we need to take care about in reading the data from one particular row, giving with 101. For that particular row, what exactly the data is there, taking care about in printing with that particular respective data. Now, in the same way, the requirement is, need to take care about in reading data from all the rows. Previously, one particular row. At a time, we are reading the data from one particular row. Now, the requirement is need to be get read with the data from all the rows. So what need to be done? All the rows you need to read the data. What we can do? Taking with the help of loop concept. In a place of this, we need to take care about that particular loop concept. Taking with for loop, opening that particular loop and closing that. So which need to be get taking care about that particular for loop need to be get take care about in open that particular loop and closing it. This is you need to be get taking care about in having that particular for loop according to our understanding. If I'm taking with the loop, what that for loop, what is the syntax to be followed? Initialization, condition, increment or decrement. So that particular for loop, we need to be get followed that particular regular syntax that we will be taking with int, initialization, int I equal to 1. I need to take care about reading the data from very first row. But we need to ignore this headers. This is like 0. Considering that 1 and taking with 2 and taking with 3. So that means the condition. What is the condition I will write? I less than or equal to 3. So here we are having with less number of rows. As we got very less number of rows, we are able to get count that particular rows. Having with less number of rows are there, you are taking care about in doing count of that. Assume that you are having with more number of rows. In case of taking with more number of rows, we need to be get take care about in retrieving that particular respective row count. We need to take care about in retrieving that particular row count here. Now, see that. So if I'm taking with this particular one for the purpose of retrieving, for the purpose of retrieving that particular row count, for the purpose of retrieving that particular respective row count, you need to be taking care about in utilizing, considering that int, mentioning that row count, taking with st, nothing but sheet. From the sheet, we are using method name. We are using method name. What is the method name? What is the method name? Get rows. From the sheet, we are using method name considering that get rows is a one predefined method. Get rows is one predefined method which has been used in retrieving the row count. Get rows is one particular predefined method which has been used to retrieve that particular row count. Okay. So now we are taking care about retrieving and then need to be get printed that will be taking with row count. So which need to be get printed that particular respective row count here. Okay. Now see that how we can do that. Need to be provide that particular row count and taking care about in incrementing that particular row. So this will be taking with that particular row value. It's need to take care about in incrementing that particular row and taking care about in reading data from all the rows here. Previously, we got take care about reading the data from one particular row. Now, taking care about reading the data from all the rows. Let's see that. If I'm taking with execution, if I'm executing, need to be take care about in reading the data from all the rows. Taking with row count. What is the row count? 4. We are taking care about ignoring the header. That taking with 101, 102, 103. So how many rows are there from each and every particular row? How many rows are there from each and every particular row? Taking care about from each and every particular row, taking care about retrieving from each and every particular row, taking care about in retrieving that particular respective data. This is how we need to take care about. This is how we need to be taking care about in doing or in working with this particular respective Excel. So the one you will be taking care about in reading with the data from Excel, considering that taking with one particular row and taking with all the rows here. So in this way, we need to take care about in writing that particular respective code. Any Selenium methods we provided? Is there any Selenium code? No. See the understanding. Selenium is totally different. Your Excel is totally different. No way of connectivity. Your Selenium is totally different. Excel is totally different. No way of connectivity. Previously, we done with Selenium. Now, you will be taking with Excel. Okay. So now, see the understanding. This is we need to take care about in working with Excel with the help of JXL. Similar to that, what is another option we got? POI. That POI related to extension of dot XLSX. That POI with the respective of dot XLSX. In this way, we need to understand what exactly the steps to be followed. So related to that particular POI, we need to be get understand that what exactly that particular respective steps to be followed. Let's see that. Let's understand that what exactly the steps need to be followed. So further, write with the new heading. Write with the new heading. Mention the POI. Write with the new heading. Mention the POI. Write with the new heading. Mention the POI. Under that, write with the description. Write with the description. Mention that reading the data and writing the data, reading the data and writing the data to Excel. Reading the data and writing the data to Excel using POI jar file. Using POI. Just you can mention POI. Using POI. Reading the data and writing the data to Excel using POI. Okay. Stop that. Now, previously JXL, how many jar files we got added? Only one jar file. Related to JXL, we required only one jar file. But if I'm taking with POI, we required 5 jar files. How many? 5 jar files. Just make a list of that particular 5 jar files. Make a note of these particular 5 jar file names. What exactly that particular 5 jar files are there? Make a note of that particular 5 jar file names here. So you need to take care about downloading. You need to take care about in downloading each and every individual jar file. You have to take care about in downloading each and every individual jar file and need to be get added to the project. All the online students also, please make a note of that particular 5 jar files. Just make a note of all these particular 5 jar file names. Okay, right. So need to take care about downloading for practicing this particular Excel. All these are individual jar file. You need to take care about, in downloading all these particular individual jar files here. You have to take care about downloading this particular individual jar file and taking care about adding to the project. Once I got added to the project, how exactly we can take care about in writing that particular respective code. The requirement is we need to be get understand how exactly we can perform read activity. Along with read activity, how we can perform write activity. We need to be get understand we need to be get understand in doing read activity and taking with write activity. So let's understand what exactly mean by that, how we can take care about that particular read activity and how we can take care about that particular write activity. Okay, let's see that, see the understanding. As usual, we need to follow similar things. First, we will be taking with file input stream. You need to take care about in mentioning that file input stream. After that, we need to take care about from the file. You will be taking with file input stream. From the file, you will be taking with workbook, which you will be taking workbook. From the workbook, you will be taking with sheet. One you will be taking with file input stream. From the file, you will be taking with workbook. From the workbook, you will be taking with sheet. From the sheet, you will be taking with row. From the row, you will be taking with cell. So that is what you will perform read activity and you will be printing that particular data. See the understanding? First, you will be taking with file input stream. From the file, you will be taking with workbook. From the workbook, you will be taking with sheet. From the sheet, you will be taking with row. And from the row, you will be taking with cell. That you will perform read activity and you will print that particular data. As an example, just an example, I'm taking with data from one particular cell. Just an example. Just an example, taking with data from one particular cell. I want to take read data from this particular cell. So that I'll be taking with in printing that particular data. That can be any data, just randomly I got mentioned. Once we done with read activity, once we done with read activity, in the same way, we need to take care about write activity. Once you done with read activity, in the same way, you need to take care about write activity. So one is reading the data, another one writing the data. Just an example, I want to be get write with the data test 1, 2, 3 as an example. As an example, we need to take care about writing with the data considering the test 1, 2, 3. Okay. See the understanding. One is read activity, another one write activity. If you want to be get perform the write activity related to that particular write activity, you will be using one method name. You will be using one particular method name that you will be taking with set cell value. You will be using one particular method that you will be taking with set cell value. For that, you need to be get provide what kind of data you want to write it. The one you will be taking with set cell value, that you will be taking with test 1, 2, 3, whatever. You need to provide cell details. That means to which cell you want to write the data. See the understanding? Set cell value is one predefined method. Set cell value is one predefined method related to Excel considering writing the data to Excel. If I'm taking with set cell value which has been used writing the data to Excel. Here you need to provide cell details considering that mentioning that row and column. Only working with JXL, you will take care about column and row. While working with JXL, you will take care about column and row. But while working in all the activity, you will go with row and column. Now, we got one method name. What is the method name? Set cell value. Functionality of set cell value. Writing the data to Excel. Set cell value. Writing the data to Excel. Okay. Now, we are providing what is the data. Need to write it considering that to which cell it has to write the data. Okay. We got method name. Taking with method name is set cell value. Functionality of set cell value. Writing the data to Excel. Okay. Up to that, okay. Just go with manual. Let's consider with manual. Manually, you got to open one Excel file. Manually, you got to open the Excel. Data is there. You deleted the data. You got open one Excel, data is there, you deleted the data. Once data deleted, you got re-entered another data. You got re-entered another data. Once you re-enter another data, you closed that Excel without performing save activity. Without performing the save, you done the close. See the concept? You got an Excel, Excel got open, data is there, you deleted the data. Once you deleted the data, you have been taking care about re-entered another data. Once you entered another data without performing the save, you done the close. Then is it your changes will reflect it? Your changes will reflect or not? Without performing the save, you close the Excel. Your changes will reflect or not? Yes or no, guys? It will not reflect. You enter the data. Data is visible as you entered. But once you done with the close, you will not be able to see the same data. Because so that particular save is not performed. That means first you are entering the data, then you have to take care about save the data. Two things you have to do. To get reflected, first you need to take care about enter the data, save the data. Same thing applied in programming. You got set cell value. Functionality of set cell value. Functionality of set cell value. Writing the data to Excel. Okay. Now, once you write the data, save activity need to be done. To perform the save activity, you are using one more method. What is that method? Write method. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Set cell value. Writing the data to Excel. Write method. Save the Excel. Two things we got. Two things we got. One is writing the data. Another one, save the data. One is writing the data. Another one, save the data. Now, if I'm taking save the data, you need to provide which file need to save. Because of that, again, you need to provide path of that will be taking with file output stream. One will be taking with file input stream and another one file output stream. File input stream, read activity. File output stream, write activity. One will be taking with read activity and one will be taking write activity. Okay. Along with all these things, the final one, the last step, see that. So if I'm taking with this particular system, if we just look into the system, what is the tab name we got? Process. Able to see the process for Excel here? Or able to see that Excel process? Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll just close this. I can say, is there any process of Excel? I just closed it. Any process of Excel? No, there is no process of Excel. Now what I'll do, I'll just open once again. I'll just open once again here. Now we can say that if I'm taking with this particular one, I just got open. Now we can see that. Got the process of Excel, right? So we are not doing anything here. Automatically, internally, it will take care about related to that process. As part of programming, we need to take care about. As part of programming, we need to be taking care about in closing this particular process. As part of programming, we need to be taking care about in close that particular process. Further, you need to be taking care about utilizing one method. What is it? Close. We need to take care about in utilizing the one method you will be taking with close. So this is what you need to be take care about. This is what you need to be taking care about in providing that particular respective step. Considering that file input stream, workbook, sheet from that row and from that cell, performing read activity. After that, taking care about write activity. To perform write activity, what is the method name? Method name, set cell value. Taking with the method name, set cell value. So that particular set cell value need to provide what is the data, need to write it, to which cell need to write it. Taking care about save and providing path of the Excel for doing save activity, and finally need to be take care about close. So let's see that how exactly we can take care about in writing this particular program. So to write that particular program, you will take care about the same program with the small changes. Everything the same program, just the small changes. First, you need to take care about downloading the 5 individual jar file. You need to take care about downloading the 5 individual jar file and need to be added to the project. You need to be take care about adding to the project. Okay. Once he got added to the project, you need to take care about creating with class, writing with main method. And first is file input stream. Everything predefined classes, predefined methods with the respective of Java. Everything predefined classes and predefined methods with the respective of this particular Java. See that. See the understanding. This is file input stream. From the file, taking with workbook. From the workbook, taking with sheet. For the confirmation, retrieving name of the sheet. Just for the confirmation, retrieving name of the sheet and taking care about in retrieving the last row number, indirectly printing that particular row count. We need to take care about that particular row count. So one, taking with file input stream. From the file, taking with workbook. From the workbook, taking with sheet. From the sheet, taking with that particular row. And from the row, taking with the cell and printing that particular data. Considering that taking care about the read activity, which need to be get taking care about that particular read activity. See the understanding? First is file input stream from the file workbook, from the workbook sheet, from the sheet taking with row, from the row taking with cell. This is what we need to take care about read activity. In between, we written one statement, not like mandatory to retrieve name of the sheet to go with that particular row count. To retrieve that row count, we are taking with that particular get last row number. Along with read activity, need to take care about write activity. To perform write activity, what is the method name? Method name set cell value. Taking with method name set cell value. Need to be get provide. Need to be get provide. What is the data? Need to be get write it, and to which cell you need to write the data. Taking care of that, and then considering that providing path of the Excel. One will be taking with read activity, file input stream. Another one, write activity, file output stream. Taking that write method, saving that particular Excel, and internally need to be get close that particular respective Excel. So in this way, we need to be get taking care about. In this way, we need to be get take care about in providing this particular one. So this is how we need to be get taking care about in working with the read activity, write activity. For now, what is the data we got? Navin. I'm just doing the save. I'm just performing the save activity and then I'm closing. Read activity, your Excel file can be open, program will execute. Write activity, it's mandatory that your Excel file need to be closed. For now, we got the data. What is the data? Navin. Once we run our program, in a place of Navin, what we need to get? What we need to get? Test 1, 2, 3. In a place of Navin, we need to be get test 1, 2, 3. Taking with that particular set cell value, writing the data to Excel. Okay, let's do that. Let's take care about it. Let's close this. Okay. So now considering that run as need to be get mentioned that particular Java application, it has to take care about read activity along with that write activity. We are retrieving name of the sheet, retrieving row count, read activity, Navin, write activity, test 1, 2, 3. You can see that if I just cross check that particular Excel, if I just cross check that particular Excel file. So if I'm taking with that particular respective Excel file, see that here, what is the data I got? Test 1, 2, 3. Previously, what is the data we got? Navin. Before executing our program, we got a data is Navin, and taking with this particular, writing the data considering the test 1, 2, 3. In this way, we can take care about in performing that particular respective Excel. Taking care about that particular read activity and taking care about write activity. In the real time, when you are working in the real time, it's not like mandatory that you will take care about all these things. So in that particular real time, it's not like mandatory that you will take care about all the things here. It's totally depends on the test step. According to that particular test step, we need to be get comfortable in utilizing all the required options here. As part of learning, as part of interview, you need to be get take care about and getting comfortable with all these things here. This is the total part of Excel. Any Selenium code we written in the program? No, nowhere of connectivity. Your Selenium is totally different and your Excel has been totally different. There is no way of connectivity of that. Previously, we done with all the Selenium program and now we done with all these particular Excel program. In further, you will take care about in writing with the program with the combination of Excel with Selenium or nothing but Selenium with Excel. So that is what we need to understand. So that it will take in a time. But before going to that, we need to take care about in working with other programs here. So for now, what is the first program? First program, login, log out. After that, Chrome. After that, verification. After that, what is it? Test data. After that, mouse over. After that, frames. After that, alerts. After that, keyboard. After that, what is it? Taking with drop down. After that, wait statement. And then file upload. After that, JavaScript executor. After that, what is it? Window handler. After that, web table. And then Excel here. So we need to be get comfortable all these individual program. You need to take care about in doing that particular respective practice. So according to that particular test case step, you need to be get take care about in considering that particular syntaxes. You need to be get more comfortable. So take with the practice according to that. After that, now write with the new heading. What is the new heading? Screenshot. Write with the new heading. Write with the new heading. Mention the screenshot. All the online students also write with the new heading. Mention the screenshot. Write with the new heading, mention the screenshot and make a note of this particular syntax. Write with the new heading, mention the screenshot and make a note of this particular syntax. Manual exam, remember, When is the exam? Timings? Don't forget about that. Make a note of that particular one, that particular 2 lines. Okay. Right. So you're pending with 2 programs here. One will be taking with ScreanShot, and what is another program? Drag and drop. So we got pending with 2 programs here. So one will be taking with ScreanShot and another one drag and drop. So we need to be get complete that particular 2 programs here. So and then we need to start with automation frameworks. Our main concept, most important concept, we need to be get understand. So that we look into that, how exactly we can take care about that particular one. So tomorrow, take care about the exam in morning. Morning only, right? Ah, evening your session will be there. That will be continued. Tomorrow we'll try to complete all these particular individual program. So by that we can take care about and getting started with our frameworks part. Okay. So please take care about all the syntaxes. Take care about tomorrow exam here. Okay. Carry on. Thank you.